Full screen.
Mute me. You mute me?
I guess we live. I don't know what happened. We all messed up in here, man. Let me know if everything looks good, sounds good. I'm not sure what happened in the street, man. This thing was rocking for a minute. But I guess it got all kind of jacked up, man. I guess he'll be back in the building. Man. But anyway, we talking about weekend one. I'm not sure what happened in the street, man. That boy must have fell off the billboard down there fell off in Times Square down there. But we in Times Square. We in the building right now, man. We here to talk about the spring game and see what's going on. Street, you good, baby?
Man, we got lost in production back in the back, man. You walked out on stage and left me, fool.
Man, I saw that thing walking by, boy. I said, I got to go. I don't know what happened, man. Man, we're supposed to have a clip. We'll probably play here in a second. But since we already up in live, man, 65 people in the building. What's up, man? This is Hayes Street. I am Coach Hayes. That's my dog over there.
Big Street.
D Streeter, man. So listen, man. Spring one games are in the books. Weekend one, I'll say. The major weekend one is kind of in the books, man. And so we had a lot of games being played. Of course, our beloved Miami Hurricanes played this weekend, man. And I know that's kind of what the video was kind of about you had in there. But it was quite a few games being played. Tennessee played this weekend. Florida played. LSU played, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Who else played on here? Kentucky, Arkansas, Virginia Tech, Alabama had a quote unquote A-Day. Ole Miss, they call it the Grove Bowl, where they eat hot dogs. And they had they have a hot dog eating contest. And them boys was doing a 7-on-7 competition. There was no contact, no offensive line, no defensive line. Basically, it was fun times, just throwing the ball around the yard. Looked like an old family reunion, or maybe the South Florida Five versus Team Raw out there, man. So I don't know what was going on, but that's a new format that I've seen when it comes to quote-unquote spring ball. And maybe that might be the new wave. Who knows? That may be the new wave because these coaches are afraid of injury. Street, what's your thoughts on some of these games we saw?
You think it was about injuries?
Yeah, because the what you call it talked about it. The commentator was talking about it, and he was saying a lot of guys have a lot of. They were talking about the SEC football, and they were saying a lot of guys have a ton of injuries, and a lot of those injuries are not maybe the star players, but a lot of your backup, your role player, your journeyman, that get dinged up, rolled up, that actually hurt you later down game 5, 6, 7, 8 when you really need them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. So maybe that might be the new
And
wave.
I don't think they're Matt Corral is healthy either.
Matt Corral. Oh no, you talking
Matt
about Jackson
Corral,
Dart.
Dart with the goddamn jet NIL. Yeah,
They said Matt Corral was playing UFL, dog, already. God dang.
Already. Hey, yeah, but Jackson Dart, I don't think he was healthy either. You got our boy Austin Simmons over there. Austin Simmons, he seems to be the future over there. I got into it with some people about coaches developing kids and quarterbacks and waiting on quarterbacks, and I was like, man, they're not developing kids anymore. But some coaches are, though. Some coaches are still got a quarterback room and they're making kids better. I mean, you got Harbaugh. I think you got who we're talking about now, Ole Miss. They seem to be. Yeah, so I guess some coaches are still following some of the same.
Yeah, and it's also their forte too, right? Josh Heupel over at Tennessee. I mean, that is their forte. Those head coaches are quarterback coaches, and so you know that's probably what you're going to see. That would be the equivalent to saying that Mario Cristobal doesn't develop offensive linemen, right? That's his forte. Right. So you know, Nick Saban of course he's not there, but not developing DBs. And so, you know, whatever a coach's forte is usually the strong suit of that team. But there are a lot of coaches, man, they live in the fight for another day. And like you said, they're living out the portal. We see it, they're doing it at Colorado. They barely recruiting high school kids. I think they only had 6 on their entire, they only had 6 high school recruits in the class of 2023. So, for the class of 2024, excuse me, recruits. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Everybody doing it different. This transfer portal is weird. And the reason it's weird, Street, is because we are living through the transition. We're not coming into this after it's set, right?
Right.
It's kind of like in basketball when the 3-point line came along. People like, what? Who, what? You know, or, you know what I mean? Or in football, the forward pass. That's stupid.
Everything they get introduced is stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid because it's change. It's change.
Right.
And so, yeah. So I hear what you're saying, man. 100%. But I mean, what are your takes on some of these games? Let's say Florida. I saw the Florida game, their orange and blue game, they call it.
Yeah. What did you do? I didn't get to see Florida game. What you thought about Florida?
I'll say this: DJ Lagway looked better than Graham Mertz.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He did. He looked better than Graham Mertz. He made some rookie mistakes. Yeah, no, he looked better than Graham Mertz. But
what, dog?
And it's hard to be very judgmental on spring games, but you know, one thing I'll say, I think DJ Lagway looked better than Graham Mertz, but he still made a lot of rookie mistakes, which is fine, no problem. But I think he may take the job by week 6, maybe 7.
I think he may take it?
I think, and the reason I say that is because in order for Billy Napier to try to keep that job, he's got to show he's making major changes. He may fire a coach, a defensive coordinator in the middle of the season. I don't think he'll fire the OC. He just got this OC, didn't he? But he may fire the Madden dude. Matter of fact, that's Aiden Mizell right there. Remember the guy when he committed? He's from Orlando. He committed with the alligators. He pulled the alligators out the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him right
That's him
there.
right there.
Yeah, Aiden Isaiah.
This is DJ Lagway's 2 touchdowns he threw. That's a nice throw right there. Man.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw. Great touch on that one. Great touch.
So you think you think he bypassed him before game 1?
No.
No Kane fan.
No, I don't think he's gonna bypass Graham Mertz, but I think he will. I think Billy Napier is gonna have to do something because they do have the toughest schedule in the world. NFL, college, high school, pee-wee. They got the toughest schedule in the world. And this is year 3. Yeah, dog. They schedule stupid tough.
Go ahead.
And I was just saying that with that being said, in order to try to keep his job, he's going to have to probably make some drastic changes just so, the optics look right. Like, hey, I got rid of the DC. He was a young guy, the quarterback, that kind of stuff.
I saw a fan say, I'm so ready for DJ Lagway to play, but I don't want him to save what's the coach, what their coach name is?
G5 Billy Napier.
Yeah, save Billy Napier job. I was like, man, these fans are wild, dog.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Alabama, they look like they always do, even though they got a new coach. They look pretty decent. Ohio State came out with Chip Kelly being the offensive coordinator, changing it up a little bit.
I heard they threw like 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
The Jeremiah news wasn't real. I come out and say that Jeremiah was upset at the quarterback position. That wasn't true. Somebody tweeted that out. This stuff getting out of hand. That wasn't true. I think Aaron Nolan. They say Aaron Nolan ended it with a pick 6. Georgia. I watched some of Georgia's. I saw Carson Beck touchdown as Kobe Young. Yeah, I watched that. I watched some of that. He has some more weapons around. Carson Beck has some more weapons around him here. A lot of people's talking about Carson Beck being the number 1 off the board next year. But man, it's been a long ride for him, dog. Like that, he sat there for a long time. That's a patience that we may never ever see in college football. We're not going to see that happen too many times. Him sitting there and just waiting his turn, like he did.
No, 100%.
I think he threw an interception or 2. They got some nasty corner. They got some nasty young DBs over there. They're the KJ Bolden and
Malachi Starks and all them cats.
Malachi Starks. Yeah, I spent some time with Malachi Starks last year. And they got my young guy though. What's the young guy out of Connecticut that I interviewed?
Connecticut,
the number 1 cornerback in the nation. ESPN 300 number 1 cornerback in the nation.
I'm looking at his face. He played at IMG.
Him.
I'm looking at his face. Robinson, Elias Robinson, something like that.
Yeah, Ellis Robinson. We
Ellis
interviewed him
Robinson.
like maybe 4 months ago. Me and Twan flew up there and to interview him. Ellis Robinson, and spoke to his dad, and his dad said something significant. His dad was like, he never played football. He never played football in his hometown. Yeah, high school, he got shipped to New York to play as a freshman. He played as a freshman. Then when he started dominating as a sophomore, his daddy shipped him to IMG. And he said, I wanted him, he said the whole purpose was because I never wanted him to be comfortable and seeing how far I could push him.
That's interesting. It
worked. It worked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Environment is not an
Yeah.
issue, right? Being in new places, being around unfamiliar faces is not a problem. He knows how to adapt to that, man. And wow,
Yeah, no,
that's interesting.
it definitely worked. He cut his dreads off. He had these red dreads. You never did a WRE on him?
I did. I don't know if I put it out. I did it though. Yeah, a lot. No, you know what happened? Because IMG be funny with they tape sometimes. If you notice, he don't have a lot of IMG tape. That's his early tape y'all looking at. He didn't have the tape I had was sophomore, and I try not to look at sophomore film.
No, we got it. We got it from him. We got it from him. We got the IMG tape from him.
Right.
IMG tape.
It ain't online. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
it's not online. No.
I wanted to do it, but IMG be a little stingy with the tape sometimes. I wonder why that is, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Everything in house with them, and everything is a product with them. Probably like that footage is very valuable. You know what I'm saying? And if you could produce everything in house and keep everything in house,
yeah, but some players is out there. Some players is not. Like some players, they got tape, and some players they don't. I don't know. I can't call it.
But no, bro, very interesting. I think he went to Georgia early. Guys like this is the elite of the elite right here, bro. He went 1-on-1 versus Jeremiah, and that's what the whole 7-on-7 thing was about. Him, he had 2 interceptions. Jeremiah had 2 catches. He said Jeremiah was the best wide receiver he ever faced. He admitted that. When you talk to Jeremiah Kemp, the OC was just saying like he didn't want to feed into that. So he didn't want to feed into that and start throwing the ball that way just cause. And right. Geno Smith there was like, man, Buck, that he over there chirping. He over there talking that shit. So it came out, Jeremiah only had 2 catches, but when I talked to Quay, Jaquay, the OC for New Orleans. When I talked to Quay, Yeah.
Jaquay was a bad boy in high school now. I think he broke Jerry Rice's record, but he broke Jerry Rice's record at FAMU for NCAA. I mean, for HBCU, I want to say receptions or yards, something like that. Shout out to Jaquay.
What high school Jaquay went to? Carol City?
Edison?
Man, I didn't know that. He was good at FAM too, huh? Him and Canaan Lamb.
Bro, Jaquay, if you look at him today, y'all may not realize it, but Jaquay Nunley broke Jerry Rice's record. Hold up. I'm going to pull it up while you do it.
Hold on. So this is my homegirl. I'm all 32
versus the Chiefs defense. The 49ers used 22 personnel more than any other team in the league and 21 personnel about a third of the time. When Kansas City has defended these personnel groups, they go 4-3, which is their base defense, about 75% of the time. The rest of the time is pretty much a sub package, 5 or 6 D-backs. The Chiefs have held their own, but it does not play to their strength. They want to play to that strong secondary, load the field with defensive backs, but they can't do that if the 49ers are playing with their heavy personnel packages. We'll have to see if the Chiefs can defend the pass in their base defense and defend the run with their sub package. Kansas City secondary will try to force Brock Purdy.
For all the guys in the comment section, do you want your woman? Would you want your woman to speak like that? Is that like your dream woman? Would you want your woman to be able to talk about football like that? All the guys in the comment section. Let me know. Would y'all want y'all woman to talk like that? That's all 32. Go follow all 32. She pretty cool chick from up north. She know her football. She had a son. Her son Dad that played in the NFL. He gonna be a beast himself. But she put out some good content, man. And listen, Hayes, when I met her, man, she probably had 20,000 followers. She had 40,000 in maybe 2 months. But when they get locked in, they fly, don't they?
Yeah, pretty girls talking the talk. You know what I'm saying? Spitting facts, speaking with confidence. That's what we were talking about. We're really flawed. Sex sells. A dude could talk like that and he'll be struggling. because she's appealing. You know what I mean? I could go up there and say that. You could go up there and say that, and we still be at 3,000 followers.
I tried, and I had a couple of powwows with her, explaining it to her, like, man, listen, man, you got a lot of talents, use them. Like, you tripping.
And she is.
A lot of talents, use them.
Out of that division.
And she is.
Have a
But I want to do this real quick, man, because we're talking about Jaquay, man. Shout out to that dude, man.
Somebody say, hell no, they don't want their woman to talk like that. She educated, she by knowledgeable. What? By knowledgeable. Hell yeah, hell no. So they different. I'm straight. Yes. So I guess guys got different takes on it. Hey, you want your woman to be able to know what a cover 2 is?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem with it. Shit. None at all. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. But let me do this, man. Let me show this so we can push on. I know you want to talk about we could talk about some of the stuff that happened as well. But nah, she for real. Shout out to Jaquay, man. Dog, man, check this article out. Jaquay Nunley, Miami's own, breaks Jerry Rice receiving record, but recognition has been low. Listen to this dude numbers, man. I hope Jaquay see this, man. Shout out to him. He has, this is in 2000, this was written. He had 4,114 yards, receiving yards. That's 1,551 more than Florida's Carlos Alvarez. He has caught 37 touchdowns. That's 6 more than Florida State's Peter Ward. He has 306 career receptions. That's 162 more than Miami's Lamar Thomas. And most importantly, that's 5 more receptions than Jerry Rice has, more than any other receiver in the history of Division I football. So why isn't he named Florida A&M wide receiver Jaquay Nunley, the most prolific receiver in the history of Florida college football?
Damn, bro.
It goes on and on. Yeah, man, he big time, bro. He was big time, bro.
Damn.
He was big time, man.
Came in with the $10, man. We got a dono down there, bro. When you was looking for
Thanks, Coach Kane. Thanks,
Coach Kane. Ain't no Jaquay was that. I ain't know it was like that.
Bruh, he was like that. I mean, you know, we all decide to do things a little different, so our body compositions change just a little. But hey, he earned it, dog. He deserved it, dog. Jaquay was a bad boy, man. You know, Canaan Lamb. Yeah.
Oh, the WNBA draft tonight? Well,
hey, like Rick Ross say, I ain't even know it.
Caitlin Clark goes first round to the Fever. So much for the pick 3 says she can do both, right?
Man, that girl ain't finna. She ain't finna do that. Real quick, man. Let me ask you this. Let's talk about some of these, because then we're gonna get into this Miami stuff. Because I think you got some insight. You got some good video coming up. This is the major. This was week 1. You got weekend. I'm sorry, not week 1, but weekend 2 coming up. I'm trying to find the doggone schedule. What is it? Oh, here it is. So weekend 2, those were some of the majors. Weekend 2 coming up on April 20th. Some of the bigger schools are Michigan, Notre Dame, Michigan State, Penn State, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. Trying to see who else is on this list. Quite a few. Oh God, Duke. I hate Duke.
What? Damn.
I hate Duke.
What was that, dog?
Florida State got theirs coming up this weekend. USC been here getting hit by the transfer portal. Heavy, boy. Them boys flying up out of there. But those are some of the big ones, man, that's coming up. And then on the following weekend after that, you're going to have Nebraska. Let me see here. Colorado. It kind of dies down after that. Oklahoma State, UCLA. I would love to see that spring, especially after Foster took over. I would love to see what they've done with Eric Bieniemy and those boys over there, man. I can't wait to see that stuff. So, yeah, man.
UCLA?
Yeah, I just want to see, man. I want to support him. Where's Syracuse? Did I miss Syracuse?
He went
Oh,
up.
here they go.
He went up. He went all black staff too, didn't he?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Damn
Syracuse next week. I think except for one coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, what do you learn? Let me ask you this. What when you see spring games, right? And I know you've been doing this for a while, but I think your eyes and my eyes are a little different. When you look at spring game, what are you anticipating when you see a team run out and you see the spring game? What do you how do you look at the spring game? I always wanted to ask.
Nothing. I think all you could look at is players' raw ability and them react to plays, because I don't think the coaches are showing you anything. I don't think they're running what you're going to see in the season. I think the defense is sometimes vanilla, even though they was all out blitzing in Miami game, and sometimes. I look at raw, like the player, like once he gets the ball in his hand, what does he do? That's what I kind of get out of spring games. I remember watching Florida State spring game when Derwin James played and Cam Akers was on the other side. And man, Derwin James as a freshman in that spring game, it was obvious this man was a star, dog. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not necessarily what the team is doing. It's kind of you can see players for the first time playing at 100% and gauge that. Does it gauge where the team is going and things of that nature? No, not necessarily.
Yeah, no, I agree, because the reason I brought that up, because I know a lot of fans were talking about the run game, not just at the Hurricane, but a lot of these things. You go on a lot of the message board. Oh, the run game is terrible. Well, right. I want people to understand it's not a real game, and I know that you guys know that. I'm not trying to be funny,
right?
But I don't think a lot of fans realize coaches don't want 300-pounders on the ground. When 300 pounds falls, something breaks. Think about it. You drop a 300-pound, you drop a 45-pound plate on your toe, it's broken. You drop a 300-pound body on your leg, it's probably going to snap.
Right.
Like, so, right. And if you look at it, when it comes to the run game, they blow those whistles real fast. You know, when they're making that contact, they ain't trying to let them fight for yards and all that stuff. You know, so, and I say that to say, when I look at it, Street, I look at it in the light of, like, how you said you look at players, but I think I'm looking at scheme, even though it may be very vanilla, but in those vanilla, you can see scheme. You can see route combinations. You can see if the players understand spacing. You can understand, like, I can see it like that. I can see if, okay, you know what? They tackled him on that GT counter.
Right.
It really was open if we blocking full-fledged, but because we going light, defense could throw you off a little easy. Boom, that could have popped a big one. You know what I mean? And so that's why I said I look at it in a little different lens in that sense, man. And so that's why I say that, man. Appreciate everybody, man. We got 300 people in there. We're waiting for 5 more people to get in the building so we can go ahead and celebrate you. We need 305 in the building. You know why we do 305.
Want to see how I walked out the spring game, Hayes?
Huh?
It's how I walked out the spring game, dog.
How you walked out the spring game? All right. So let's get into it. Let's talk a little Miami then. Look, speaking of perfect right there, perfect segue. We got Mario down there at the bottom. Look at Mario. No. See him down at the bottom? Right about the wall at the bottom right-hand corner. Dun.
Yeah, dog. That's how. Want to see how I walked out the spring game after all the just Corey trash?
Talk to him. How you walked out, dog? Ooh, turn the volume up on that thing, cuz. Hold on, go back, selector. Go back, selector. Cut the volume up. You ain't shut the audio tab, Street. Go back.
Let me see. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's see. Let's try it again.
You got to shut the audio tab. Yeah. Oh, that thing over the street.
Try to walk out the spring game.
Street.
You see that, bro? One more time.
Street.
Dog, that video funny no matter who you put in there, dog.
That's classic, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I love it, dog. I love it, dog. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that, Street. That's perfect, dog. I don't know how you did that.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how you did that, dog.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it after. I'll show you how to do it. It took a lot now, but I saw it. I thought it was so cool. So I was like, hold up, man. It took a lot, but I figured it out.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. That's actually.
Huh?
That's funny,
12
dog.
o'clock. Here we go. 12 o'clock tonight. You got to put that back on the screen. Put it back on the screen.
Oh,
12 o'clock at night. You get y'all favorite player. Y'all favorite player on y'all college team jumping in the transfer portal. That's Johnny man. Listen. Who Florida State favorite player? Who Florida favorite player?
Florida?
Yeah. Who Florida best player on their team?
I don't know. Everybody screaming DJ Lagway.
DJ Lagway?
Wilson. No, Wilson. I think Trey Wilson, Eugene Wilson.
Trey Wilson. Who Florida State best player on their team? No clue, huh? They had a bunch of one-year rentals.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know 1 year rentals. What do we call them now? Mercenaries?
Pearsall. He said Pearsall. Oh, Pearsall. Put it back up on the screen, dog. It's 12 o'clock tonight, dog. 12 o'clock tonight, dog. Pearsall. 12 o'clock tonight, dog. This Caleb Downs walking out of. Caleb Downs jumping back in the portal. Unimportant. Oklahoma State fan. That's 12 o'clock tonight.
You shut up, y'all. You shut up, y'all. Listen.
That's Kamani McClain walking back to Florida. Gonna be some broke hearts tonight, though.
Did you just say Kamani McClain walking back to Florida?
Coming back there, Kamani McClain back in Florida, dog. I don't know what's going on up there with that young man.
I was gonna ask you got any news on that? Because people ask me all the time. And like I tell people all the time, if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. Because it's not my business to tell you. I let them tell you, but
Nah, man, I don't know what's going on. You told me more than I knew.
And I know this much. I don't know nothing.
I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't know, bro. Like, I know for all the people who watch the well-off media stuff and all that stuff right there, they say they haven't seen him in any of the videos. But of course, conspiracy theories and the tinfoil hat wearers say, "Oh, well, they don't put the camera on him at all. He's not wearing the same jersey number." Okay, whatever, dog. I wish him well, regardless of whatever it is. But anyway, NASA say, "Hey, you done mess up the church money. They go, hey, the Colorado Colt members gonna be on your head for that, boy. I'm telling you, boy. They'll be on your head. Streeter, you're a hater. You're a hater.
They ain't got Kamani on the field yet. Kamani ain't did nothing up there yet, has he?
Yeah, he played a little bit last year. I mean, he played sparingly last year, and then I don't know. They had a video of him saying he wasn't transferring. But I don't know if he's been seen in practice at all by any stretch of the imagination. And they play their game on April 27th. So they still got a couple weeks to go before they play their game.
Right. They practicing. He hasn't been seen at practice?
Not from my understanding. I put it this way. He may have been at practice, but he was not in uniform. I'll put it that way. Because I don't want nobody to say, "See, Hayes, you always hating. You just don't want to." So, you know what?
What number he is?
Number 1 will be the first one in the portal. Oh, my bad. Anyway, let's get into this thing, man, because I know people itching to talk about it. You got a video. You want to play the video you made? Or you have?
People itching talking about what you think they itching to talk about, dog?
Man, they want to talk about these CANESKs, baby. Come on. Yeah, I know so.
Shout out to the villains, man. We dropping this tonight in the villain section, man. We got like a 11-minute video we're gonna drop in the villain. So we give y'all a sneak peek of it right now. We're gonna drop this in the villain section.
Real quick, what's that shirt say? What's that shirt you got on?
Just asking questions, boss.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, go ahead.
Just asking questions.
We here. Game days. Also, man, the defensive backs, the DBs have one that can be consistent in practice. When he was working on,
damn, what's up?
The whistle is going to stop him from running. It messes with his rhythm of the game, from the way he played the game. But if he ball out today, I'm on y'all ass.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Oh,
Look at the goats. HOL. They go out go.
Gold jackets. That's a goat right there for us. He going in the Hall of Fame, bro. Number 7.
Yeah,
here, spring game, man. They done set it up pretty good, bro. Like, they're like Trey Powell. You know what I'm saying?
Like Trey
Powell. Look like we off on 103rd and 27th. And, 103rd and 27th. Look like we had Trey Powell. So, man, we out here, man. 2 possessions already. Reese went. Camp.
Told you, Streeter. Look at that comment.
Elijah lost his tempo. Couple in and around already. 107. Horton.
Lamar Thomas was in his
moved the ball a little bit, completed 1 or 2 passes. Couple in and arounds. I see Chase out there, man, looking like the head hunter. We're gonna keep rocking with us, man. We're gonna walk around the spring game thing, man. Out there with JoJo, Restrepo. Horton. Elijah Lofton checking the game. Nice flip to Elijah. Woo! What's going on, man? Chilling. How you feeling, bro? What?
Shout out to Lamar Thomas. We ready. All right, hey, let's get into it, man. Shout out to Lamar Thomas.
All right, so talk to me. I know you're gonna drop that for the Ville. That's Bane right there, ain't it?
That's Bane. You know,
Yeah.
talk about Bane. Bane. We're gonna bring Bane on here, man. Bane want to come on the show. Bane want to tell kids, man, they gotta keep playing. He said kids don't stop running track, man. And he like, man,
That's
track
crazy.
is
Lifeblood, off-season lifeblood.
Bang.
Bro, the
Yeah,
only
he
person
wanna-
who shouldn't be running track on the football team is only two things: offensive lineman and the kicker.
That's it.
Straight up. If you're a defensive lineman, you should be running track just to get your body used, because you chasing the 4-3 dude, the 4-5 dude.
Right. Right.
Just to keep you going, dog. Like, so if you chase a football or you run a football, you need to be doggone running track.
Oh, that's two people say they want the shirt. All right, man. Hold up, man. Hold up now.
Hold up, excuse me. Hold up, excuse me. Full screen me. Full screen me.
Hold up now. Hold up.
No, hold
You
up,
wanna be
Street.
full screen?
Hold up, Street. No, hold up, Street. I want full screen on me right here.
I can't full screen you. Let me see.
No, I'm full screen right here. I'm good. I
Okay,
don't want to look. I don't want to look at you for a second.
Just asking questions, boss. We just asking questions. Boss.
All right, I'm done with it. I don't want to full screen.
Tonight.
Hold up. Matter of fact, since you up here, let me do you like this.
What up?
Now I'm just gonna look at you, dog. I told you people
Just
gonna
ask
want it. Let's go sell the shirts. Let's go.
We're gonna put the shirt up for sale. I see people asking for the shirt, dog. We just asking questions, boss. That's all we doing. Asking questions.
Yeah. Nah, dog, for real. So let's talk about it, man. Let's kind of get into it, man. Shout out to Smooth in the building. Smooth said Kalen DeBoer gonna be putting people in the locker. Yeah, I said this. I saw the Alabama spring game. They looked pretty good. They did a good job. I think he kept it rolling. He still got some talent. Yeah, they lost some players, but they gained some. I think Alabama's gonna be okay. Will they be a 12-0 team, 11-1? Maybe not. But I still think they definitely can be a 10-win team, right? Even maybe a 9-win team. I know that's not what they're accustomed to. And when you say that, you trying me, but there's a lot of changes being made, and that all that stuff plays a part. But I don't think it's going to be enough dip off where the program falls off. You understand? I think it's going to be, to be honest, I think it's going to be very similar to what Ohio State has done with their hires over the past 20 years. I mean, once Jim Tressel left, right? Jim Tressel leaves. They bring in come on, dog. Who they brought in after Jim Tressel? I don't know why my mind went blank. I'm sitting here looking at the dude's face right now. Somebody help me in the chat. Oh,
it's chop up in the chat. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, bro! Why can't I think who they brought? No, yeah, Luke Fickell did the 1 year. Luke Fickell did the 1 year. That's right. Luke Fickell did the 1 year. Then Urban Meyer. Who was somebody before Urban Meyer? Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell had the 1 year. He went 7-6. Right? They had like that season didn't even exist, but they got rid of him. You know what I mean? And they brought in Urban Meyer, and then after Urban Meyer, Ryan Day. So they've had good hires, right? They had good hires. I knew it was somebody before Urban Meyer, but I couldn't remember. It was Luke Fickell for the 1 year. So I think Alabama will be on that same page, man. I really do. Let's talk a little bit before we get close. We already have 45 minutes in, 4:05 in the building. Appreciate you. Go ahead and hit the like button. We are on Hayes Street. We in New York City right now in Times Square. Somebody flipping around, doing flips and about to break their neck, and they running in circles. But with all that being said, let's talk a little Miami Hurricane spring game a little bit, because we talked about Florida. What did you see, Street? What did you see, Street?
Maybe arguably the best quarterback ever to grace Green Tree. And that's saying a lot. He has the potential to be the best we've seen. And I say it because I see when I watch him close up, right? You don't understand how effortlessly he's doing what he's doing. Like I don't think we've seen him go 100 yet. The way what y'all see him doing, he's doing with so much control, so much. He's so comfortable out there, dog. Listen, he could have. I see people asking us who's our best wide receiver. I think when you get a quarterback like this, yeah, I think when you get a quarterback like this, it's gonna be a lot of good ones out there, bro. Man, threw for 300 yards, bro. It started off slow, threw for 300 yards, and it was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of effortlessly. So that's the start. I think a quarterback can. And I always go back to Joe Burrow and Orgeron at LSU. I think a quarterback can catapult a team, especially a quarterback that's a leader, can catapult a team to the next level. So that's the first thing I saw. I saw Isaiah Horton that has worked really hard with Cam Ward to get the camaraderie and put a lot of work in the weight room. Mm-hmm. And then you got the supporting guys coming along like Robbie and Ray. That seems to be ready to step up and make some plays and put some pressures on the guys that's in front of him, which I think that just makes the baller step up. Yeah, and we all know the elephant in the room is what I saw when we all questioned why was Ja'Cory fourth and how did he get there, and I mean, and he had a good game. He had a good game out there. To say the least. But I think what was more telling was what I was trying to say was hey man, y'all okay with the 1AA guy being in front of him and Emery, who came off of injury, being in front of him. And I think Reese went out there and played like a guy who played in a Power 5 game, well, it's just a spring game, but I think he played the way that I expected him to play for his first time. Now, what they've seen in practice is what they've seen in practice. But I was banking on the fact that, hey, listen, this is his first time coming out here and playing at this speed.
Mm-hmm. The hell is that?
And he struggled some. And Ja'Cory, who always gets minimum reps, minimum chances, right? Like, it's always like, man, you got one shot, Eminem, let's go. And it always seems like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got one. And I think he all the hard work he put in last year, bro, kind of paid off again for the kid. And I mean, the whole argument was just that I thought he was better than the guys that was in front of him, and he kind of proved it. He kind of proved it, and I think he deserved it.
Well, I'm finna start a new shirt. Since you out here selling Shirt Street, I'm jealous. I'm finna start a JB shirt stand for Just Ballin'. Anyway, we doing Just Ballin' gear up in here. Huh? Talk to me, JB.
Ooh, look at J-Dub. Ooh.
All right. So that's a good question. So what's the difference between Reese and Sanders first time? Sanders?
I think you're talking about Shadur Sanders, right? Like Shadur came from HBCU and looked like he didn't miss a beat, did he? But I think he got his daddy on his side. I think his dad's the head coach. I think it's a different level of comfort over there.
And then what about Reese? He said, what's the difference between Reese and Sanders? Okay.
Well, I guess I'm saying that Reese come to this level for the first time. I think he was going to struggle. I don't think Sanders ever struggled. I think it's what he's saying.
He could play, yeah. Shadur Sanders can play. Shadur Sanders can play.
Right. I think what he's saying is he didn't miss a beat.
I mean, we could talk about all that other stuff, but when they get on that gridiron and throwing that football, I think he can definitely throw. I hope to God they got a better offensive line scenario, and I would love to see him throw that ball around the yard. Because, bro, think about it. This dude threw for 3,500 yards and got sacked 50-something times, 55, 56 times, and still threw for 3,500.
Right. I see with Reese, man, like with our quarterbacks, like our offensive line block their ass off.
Mhm.
So it's like the quarterbacks can't say they was under duress. They can't say it's they had a clean pocket for the most part, if you ask me. I think the kid on the stage, I think he struggled, and I expected that. I'm sure that's not every day in practice, but he struggled. And it wasn't a surprise to me, but it seemed like everybody else was like, I don't know what they were banking on, what they thought was about to happen.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people get enamored in numbers, and
Uh-huh.
people think it will translate from one level to the next, and for some it does, like Shador. But maybe the circumstances are a little different. Maybe you got to remember this too, man. I think a lot of people discredit upbringing, and when I say upbringing, I'm talking about from a coach's perspective. I'm talking about usually when you look at a lot of kids who are just elite, poised, been in a situation, a lot of them are kids of coaches. A lot of them are kids of coaches. You look at the Peyton Mannings. You look at the now that again. I'm not saying all, but we're talking about a lot of the kids. Here's a perfect example: Caleb Downs, Josh Downs. Their father played in the league, right? So their football IQ, their FBI is way higher than most people who's just learning it as a sophomore in college. They were doing that as a sophomore in high school. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because dad was teaching them these type of things. Now you have your one-offs, you have your greats that their parents weren't, but a lot of times when you see this, not all the time. Damn it, I'm tired of saying that. Y'all get it. Y'all grown. Because as soon as you say, okay, here we go. They go to one-off to Tom Brady's. You're right. Tom Brady's and those guys do exist. Dan Marino's and all that good stuff. Christ, but when you look at players, you look at a lot of the players, a lot of the great players, they've had a lot of coaching throughout their life. You know what I mean? And they've had consistent coaching. That's the key. Not that they haven't been playing since they were 5 years old, but think about it. When you were 5, you went to this park and played. You probably played at that park for 3 or 4 years. Then you went to another park. That's another coach. And even within that park, you go up a different pound. So every year you got a different coach, a different coach, a different coach, a different coach, a different coach. Then you go to high school. Hopefully, you got the same coach for 4 years. Hopefully, we see in the way these kids transfer in schools, they've been to 3 or 4 different schools. Then you go to college. So you probably had 15 different coaches.
Right.
But a lot of these, think about it, Shador has had literally one coach his whole life. Now, he's had some coordinators in the sense of just last year, but he still can always go to his dad and they can relate to one another. Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, those guys. So, yeah, no, I totally get it, man. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Sanders coached Shador his entire life?
That's what made him start coaching. He said he sent his kids out there, and he didn't like the way the coaches were doing it. And he said, man, I'd rather coach them myself. And that's what got him into coaching. When they were young. They were young.
Yeah.
I don't know what age he started. I don't know if it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they were young. They were young.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he kind of just coached them in high school.
No, he said he used to go to the practice and he was sitting out there like a dad. And he was like, what the hell is this dude doing? Oh, nah, I'd rather coach him myself. And that's how I got started. Yeah. That's how he got started.
Bayou Barbie headed to the Chicago Stars. But the WNBA draft is going down right now, dog.
How many of y'all watching it? Nobody. In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody. Nobody, dog. Anyway,
you crazy. That boy say nobody.
Nobody, baby. Anyway, Yeah, so when you look at the spring game, Street, right? When you look at the spring game and you look at those different things, man, what are you thinking? Even from the defensive side, because nobody really talking about the defense. Nobody really talking about Zaquan Patterson, huh? Number 20 out there. What'd you see in him, man?
I think he's coming along really well. I think the defense struggled when we went to practice and we talked about it, but that was all one-on-one stuff. For people don't understand, it was all like one-on-one drills when we saw the defense struggling in practice. The DBs one-on-one versus the wide receivers. The boy were hitting. The boy were hitting out there the other day. I think Freeney had a pick six. Daquan made some plays. Pruitt, the linebacker Pruitt, man, is extremely fast, bro. There's a play where Restrepo got missing down the sideline, and Restrepo slowed up for a second, bro, and he was coming. Chase Smith looks like an old school linebacker, bro. He looks like he wants to really hurt people out there. And he looks like he's moving fast, and he think he still has the brace on. I think Popo made some plays. Bain got the best of Pancake. Now I think this just may make Pancake better but Bain be putting his hands on Pancake out there. Like,
he be playing with the Pancake batter.
That was a Pancake.
You want strawberry? Hey, you want strawberry or chocolate chip? I'm whipping that work right now.
But hey, with your experience, does that make a kid better or does it break a kid?
In the words of the great Michael Irvin, for the good, that makes them fold. But for the great, that makes them better. Listen, for the good players, they'll fold. Mm-hmm. But for the ones that want to be great, they'll take it, learn from it, right? And use it as a tool. Iron sharpen iron. As man sharpens man, right? And it's the same concept, man. He don't have a choice. He's gonna have to find a way to stop Bain. He's gonna have to find those ways. And he can't take it personal. He has to take it as, how do I get better? Even though we might be the same age, so far, so on, you need to sit down with him after practice. Hey, Bain, show me that move. Do it in slow motion. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not playing you, Bain. I'm playing another dude that might have your same skill set, but he's 24 years old, 22 years old, 20 years old, that's getting ready to go to the league. So at the end of the day, he has to take that and take it as constructive criticism, take it as a Mr. Miyagi moment, and learn from it. You may not understand why you paint the fence. But when it comes to whipping them dudes, now you can make them move. What's up?
Yeah. No, I'll tell you this. Everything in life is how you look at it.
Sure.
Everything is how you look at it. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. And if you look at it, I'm talking to Pancake right now, somewhere on the screen. If you look at it like I have a chance to go up against the rookie of the year in the ACC every day. Ain't nobody else in the ACC better than him. Might not be in the nation. You know what I'm saying? I get a chance to sharpen my knife up against him every day. Yeah, he's slapping me in the head and throwing me on the ground. But every day I get the opportunity to shine my knife up against the best guy that one of these best college football has to offer. And if you look at it like an opportunity and not like I'm losing, he embarrassing me. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like an opportunity, bro, that's exactly what it'll turn out to be. I remember agree. Booker, Alabama lineman, told me he went to IMG so he can get his ass kicked in practice every day. Now he one of the top. I was a lineman in the nation at Alabama.
Speaking of that, where's my man Brooks from Alabama, from IMG, from Booker T?
Louisville.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. With everybody else. Louisville, yeah, man. Louisville got some talent over there.
Old school. Louisville got that stick. You remember that? Louisville got that stick. But man, we've been on here an hour, man. You got I don't see how.
I don't see how. Nope.
I got one. Hell yeah. I don't see how the hell you ain't selling them shirts by now. That's what I got. That's my I don't see how. I don't see how. Put that shirt, put the shirt up you had on, dog. I don't see how you look at me. I'm on here with mine thinking you was gonna have yours, and you got some Footballville, Texas. You know what, Daryl? Get that crap out of here, man.
I'm just asking, boss. Let me see. What is shirt at? I'm just asking questions, boss.
All right, man. Quick shit. We here.
Just pause it. Have a bunch of different colors. I gotta put it up.
I'm just asking questions, boss.
Game days, spring game, man. The DBs are back.
Let's see.
The DBs have a lot to prove today because it was rough.
Just asking questions, boss.
Hey, and if you buy now, you get that furry necklace as well. If you buy right now, for $19.95, the furry necklace come with it, dog. Huh? They call it a mink Cuban. The Cuban link mink. The Cuban link mink. That's what it's called right there. The furry necklace come with it. If you buy right now for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, the furry mink link, Cuban link come with it. Just asking questions, dog. Just asking questions.
Just asking questions.
I love it, dog. Dude say Mario, my dog.
Huh?
Look at that. Well, at the street of G Chat Mario, that shirt is spot on. My dog, Mario, my dog, just asking questions. Hey, man, I'm just saying, it's an open shirt. Just asking questions, dog.
I'm just asking questions, dog. That's all I came here to do. I ain't coming here to get bullied. Just asking questions, dog.
Just ask some questions, bro. That's all you can do at the end of the day, man. Anyway, 502 people in the building. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, man. Oh, let me take this off for you. Show the Mia Khalifa clip.
Because you know Twitter unmatched.
Well, you see, hey, before you know it on Twitter, boy, somebody begin putting the dog on camel clutch. But anyway, what's your I don't see how, dog?
Darn, you got me, dog. I don't see how. Let me see. I had one earlier today. Let me see.
Oh Lord. Do I gotta go save you, dog?
I don't see how I ain't selling these shirts either.
Hold up.
As much as thought we put into it.
I know, right? Hold up. I got something for you, dog. This man said, I don't see how. Dang, it's 8:30 already. I'm supposed to be on this job interview. Oh well, I'm fired.
A job interview?
Yeah, Kobe on a job interview. I think I got I don't see how right here for you, dog. I'm gonna help you out.
I got one, dog. I got one.
Damn.
Too late.
All right. Too late. I'll save it then. Go ahead. Go ahead, because you're killing it. Let's go. I got one for you.
I don't see how. All right, I'm gonna put it up right now. You said you got one.
I had one, but I let it go.
I got one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's try not to get copyright on this one. We've been good all the way for an hour. So if we don't get copyright, I think we'll be all right today.
No, we straight because I got a picture. I don't see how this man, Kane fan, went first round, and I put the picture up, and nobody don't know who he is.
Hold up.
I don't see how. I done gave it away now. I said he went first round. I done gave it away. I don't see how. Saw this man the day when I was out. Saw this man. Doing well too, man. He one of the ones did well with it, kept some of his money, invested, doing all right, man. I don't see how Kane fans probably was the first round that we had. Now if that don't give it away, I don't know what give it away.
I don't know, dog.
You don't got Hayes?
You got me, bro.
Hayes, you probably fucking coached him, Hayes.
Oh, they said Eric Flower, but he had dreads then, though, dog. Right?
Did you coach him?
No, we was at Jack. I coached against him, but he had dreads at the time, didn't he?
Did you coach Duke at New Orleans?
His 9th grade year.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Eric Flowers came from Crop, if I'm not mistaken.
Flowers he did come from Crop. Flowers had dreads.
He had more hair on his head than that. And you got to remember this too.
We had a nice conversation today, dog.
You got to remember this too, dog. We don't see a lot of these kids' faces. We know their names, but we don't see a lot of ain't no books. You know what I mean? We don't really see a lot of these faces. And again, I wasn't doing hurricane stuff like I'm doing now. So of course I know the name. I know who he is. Like I tell you, he came from Crop High School and this, that. But a lot of these people, we don't see their face. We don't get a chance to see the kids' faces.
Yeah, man. I put the picture up, man. Nobody ain't know who he was, man. The last first round that we had, I think, right?
No, that's a perfect example of football. Right? When they talk about faces not being known, right? I know the name. I told you, like I said, I told you where he came from, blah, blah, blah. But that's a perfect example why football players have to do a better job and they have to put more effort towards getting their face out there because they know names and don't know faces, unlike basketball, baseball, and stuff like that, man. But no, I would have never guessed. For $1 million, I've been back at work. Straight up.
Dog, honestly, dog, he walked up to me, dog, and said, "Hey, what's going on, man?" Took his shades off. And I had to go through the library in my head. You know what I'm saying? 6, 7, like who's okay, and it hit me. You know what I'm saying? And those moments are really awkward. So I had to go catch up, man. And we had a nice conversation, man, about investing and just those conversations that we always have, bro. Like, yeah, like talking to people about investing, and all they care about is I can lose my money. And then you say, "Hey, man, let's go throw some money away," and they be like, "Let's go."
Okay.
Let's go to y'all, we get a bag of money and put it in the trash. All right, what's in there?
Let's go to Tootsie's. Basically, throw your money away.
Let's go. And then brag about it. I remember that night we was in the club with them bottles, pouring the bottles out. The fuck nigga thought they had that stuff with them. Pouring it on the floor. Just pouring the bottles on the floor.
Wasn't even drinking.
Hey, dog, Tesla is at its all-time low. If you put 1,000 in, dog, you might make 50%, dog, in the next year. I can lose it. You just threw up $5,000.
Hold up, overpaying for a $28 bottle of Hennessy, paying $200 in the club.
Dog, that part that confuses me because I'm not a drinker. Is that really what's happening when they say buy a bottle in the club? Are they buying the same bottle that they get for $70?
70? Bro, a regular bottle of Hennessy, dog. 28, maybe 35, probably around about now. Bro, yeah.
300, 200 in the club.
200, 150.
Man, that is crazy, man.
Yeah. Just so you can have some girls come out with some sparklers on it and be like, yay. They don't even do sparklers no more because somebody weave caught fire, so they do the little flashing lights. And they about to induce seizures up in that junk now. Cats be looking at the light, be talking, oh, damn. Oh. Tell you, dog. Yeah, 250 in the club.
G Merkel said, how do we invest in Tesla?
Hold on. I got this. All right, G. I'm $, Coach Hayes Football. That's my cash app. You send me all your money. and I'll invest it for you. Don't call me. Listen, don't call me. Listen, I'm gonna call you when you make some money, but don't call me. Don't ever call me about your money. You got to have some patience, and I'll call you when you make some. But send me all that you want to invest. I got you. $ Coach Hayes Football. All right. Now just playing. Go ahead, Street.
That's dirty, dog. That's dirty, dog. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section, dog. Get in the IOD squad, man. We'll walk you through it. Put the link in the comment section, man. Then I'm gonna go eat me some biscuits. Go eat me some biscuits.
Angel.
Yeah, dog.
This is why you got to sit in the corner. Angel said, Coach, the VIP room at the Odyssey is $1,000 per hour.
What's in the VIP room? What's in there?
I don't
what's
care.
in the VIP room? Is
it
it
be another
gold?
$1,000? It better
platinum?
Be
Is what's in there? Midgets made of gold? Like what's in there? It gotta be something.
It better be Holly Berry in there. That's who better be up in there.
Bro.
That's all I can tell you. But anyway, we about to get up out of, man. Over 500 people in the building. Appreciate it. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. We are dual streaming this. That means it is streaming on Footballville as well as Coach Hayes Football simultaneously. So if you're watching on Footballville, come on over to Coach Hayes Football and hit the subscribe button. If you're on Coach Hayes Football, go over to Footballville, hit the subscribe button if you already haven't. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button and everything else, man. Street, anything last thing you like to say before you get up out of here?
$1,000 an hour, he said, boy, that's crazy.
I got last thing I'm gonna say before we get up out of here. Scoot over a little bit. Footballville. A little bit more. Move your camera over. Footballville mama so ugly. He had to dress up in a Rooster jersey and put a hat on her because she back there making sure he don't curse.
Mama, you heard that light skinned nigga talk about you?
Hey, Miss Turtle. We out of here.